Good morning, guys. Wednesday, January 10th, 2024. Um, so today we're going to go over the book of Proverbs. And this is the very first video that I'm doing. I wanted to put together these videos because I think it's going to bless everybody in one way or another. Hopefully, that's the plan. But also, this is a form of accountability for me. It puts me in front of scripture every single day. God knows I struggle with it. Life gets so busy, and kids, and running my business, and marriage, and just so many other things that we get busy with every single day. So this is a form of accountability for me. But also this is something that I want to put together just to leave as a legacy as well. Something I was thinking about as a dad, especially as a dad of 3 girls. Men want to do whatever possible to leave a legacy behind to their family, and what better legacy to leave behind than scripture, right? Than scripture reading, putting together this platform where my kids, 10, 15, 20, 30, 50 years from now, they can look back at all these videos and read scripture with their dads and their granddad, right? So pretty powerful stuff. So let's get right into it. Today's reading is Proverbs 1, and I wanted to start with the book of Proverbs because Proverbs is such a powerful book. You hear a lot of people say, the Bible is the blueprint to life, right? It's a guide to life, and it's much more powerful than that, but in many ways it is, and that's not wrong. And Proverbs is, I think, one of those books that gives us that blueprint, gives us that guide on how to live life. So many examples, how to deal with pain and suffering, how to deal with love, how to deal with marriage, how to deal with parenthood, how to deal with enemies and friends. It's such a powerful book. So I thought it was an appropriate book to start with, and hopefully this blesses your life as much as I believe is going to bless mine. So Proverbs 1, the beginning of knowledge. The Proverbs of Solomon, son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdom and instruction, to understand words of insight, to receive instruction in wise dealing, in righteousness, justice, and equity, to give prudence to the simple, knowledge and discretion to the youth. Let the wise hear and increase in learning, and the one who understands obtain guidance. To understand a proverb and a saying, the words of the wise and their riddles. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and instruction. That's one of my favorite verses in scripture. The enticement of sinners. Hear, my son, your father's instruction, and forsake not your mother's teaching. For they are a graceful garland for your head and pendants for your neck. My son, if sinners entice you, do not consent. If they say, come with us, let us lie in wait for blood. Let us ambush the innocent without reason. Like Sheol, let us swallow them alive, and whole, like those who go down to the pit. We shall find all precious goods. We shall fill our houses with plunder. Throw in your lot among us. We will all have one purse. My son, do not walk in the way with them. Hold back your foot from their paths, for their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed blood. For in vain is a net spread in the sight of any bird, but these men lie in wait for their own blood. They set an ambush for their own lives. Such are the ways of everyone who is greedy for unjust gain. It takes away the life of its possessors. Wisdom cries aloud in the street. In the markets she raises her voice. At the head of the noisy streets she cries out. At the entrance of the city gates she speaks. How long, O simple ones, will you love being simple? How long will scoffers delight in their scoffing, and fools hate knowledge? If you turn at my reproof, behold, I will pour out my spirit to you. I will make my words known to you. Because I have called and you refuse to listen, have stretched out my hand and no one has heeded. Because you have ignored all my counsel and would have none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when terror strikes you, when terror strikes you like a storm, and your calamity comes like a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you. Then they will call upon me, but I will not answer. They will seek me diligently, but will not find me, because they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord, would have none of my counsel and despised all my reproof. Therefore they shall eat the fruit of their way, and have their fill of their own devices. For the simple are killed by their turning away, and the complacency of fools destroys them. But whoever listens to me will dwell secure, and will be at ease, without dread of disaster. Powerful chapter. Powerful chapter to start the book of Proverbs. This is all about the fear of the Lord. This is all about the fear of the Lord. This is all about who you make friends with, who you associate yourself with. You know, there's a quote in Spanish that, you know, it translates to, tell me who your friends are, and I'll tell you who you are. I think that's a theme in this chapter as well. We want to associate ourselves with like-minded people. We want to associate ourselves with people that are also believers, that are Christians, that are God-fearing men and women. Doesn't mean that we can't be around non-believers, but if we follow in those footsteps of non-believers and we fall into that temptation, there's consequences. And the main thing here is having the fear of the Lord. And the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, just like how it says in chapter 1 verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Such a powerful chapter. I love this chapter specifically. I've read it many times before, and it's very powerful, something that's blessed my life, and I hope it blesses your life. Hope everyone has a great day. Love you guys, and hope everyone can support this platform, this little thing that I'm doing here. Again, just trying to leave the best legacy possible for everyone, for my family, for myself, for everyone involved that wants to follow along. Love you guys. God bless.